Hi, everybody. Boy, there's so much going on, it's hard to know where to start. But I wrote down a list here of things I'm going to read on. And the first thing, I'm just going to do like the four across, the more I see. So the first thing we're going to read on is, are they going to get the taxes? Are they going to get the taxes? Are they going to get the taxes? I'm going to use this golden tarot because for some reason, anything to do with the government seems to come out clearer on the golden tarot. But I'll probably shift them back and forth if I do different deals, because I'm going to do four across and I'm going to ask about 5 different things. And this is for May. And I should just do one for May like I did before, where I laid it out each week. And I may do that like tomorrow or something. But tonight, we're going to go for, are they going to get the taxes? Bring it forward a little bit here, maybe they'll show up better. See my pretty summer flowers my daughter got me? Anyway, is Congress going to get Donald Trump's taxes? And the last roll we'll do is, we'll see if it's going to be this month on everything that I'm reading on, to see we can see, seems like everything's stalled, and yet I guess Congress has been on their break. And then yesterday Joe Biden came in the race, which everybody was expecting, and now all the Democrats want to make him their great white hope, and I don't know. Everybody feels differently. I love Joe Biden. If he was younger, I might be up there rooting for him. I'm rooting for whoever gets it. I vote for Lassie. If Lassie won the nomination, I'd definitely vote for Lassie. I used to say that about my mom all the time, because she was such a Democrat. I used to say she'd vote for Lassie as long as he ran under a Democratic ticket. But now they say you get more like your parents when you get older. Now I'm thinking, well, right now I'd vote for Lassie. Put this back up. The only thing wrong with jumping on, to me, behind Biden with all this corporate money going towards him immediately is the people voted for Trump to start with because they wanted something different. Because, in case anybody's forgot, I loved Obama and I've always loved Biden, but when they were in there, they didn't do anything. Obama was afraid to do anything because he didn't want to rock the boat, and the few things that he got through, he had to force through because they wouldn't work with him. And like I said, I kept making excuses for him, saying a president really has no power. Well, who knew how much power a president could have? But they voted for Trump because they were tired of Washington being totally stagnant. And they were thinking that maybe this would change things. Which, I mean, they were totally crazy. But anytime somebody comes down an elevator and starts plotting people against each other and using racism, but anyway, I don't want to go into that. But anyway, I don't really I'm not going to be here that much longer. Anyway, I'm not in no hurry to transition, but I want it good for my grandkids and my great-grandkids. And I really feel like we need this indivisible people in there. We need this Justice Democrats, the ones that aren't taking the big money, the big donations. If we're ever going to get stuff out of, get big pharma out of there and start getting drug prices like the other countries, we got to get the big donations out. We got to get the corporations, the huge money bundles and stuff that are going to these guys. And it doesn't matter on which side of the aisle they're on, as long as they're indebted to this big money, that's what they're going to do. So I would love to see, I don't know who that would be the best, but I would love to see somebody in there that didn't know their soul to the devil when they got in there. It would be wonderful. And I love Joe Biden, but I feel like he owes his soul to the devil already. Not because he would personally sold it, but because he's been, you know, working with big money his whole career. But if we're ever going to get Medicare for all and all this stuff that takes money out of corporate hands and puts it back in people's hands, we're going to have to get the right people in there. So the more I watch this, I love Elizabeth Warren. I wasn't that crazy. I mean, I was crazy about her policies for years. But I wasn't that crazy about her personally because I didn't think she was going to be strong enough. But the more I watch her, she's really coming through. And I was so convinced that Bernie was too old, but he's still got really strong energy. So anyway, we'll just have to see what happens. And I shouldn't be doing all this talking about that. It's hard enough to get it up, even a card reading up. I'll probably cut up most of this out. But let's go with this real quick. And we're going to go, the first one is, are they going to get Trump's income tax? And if so, I'm going to try to do one at the end and see if they're going to get this stuff in May. Oh, well, there's the reason they don't want him to get the income tax. We got the thief. So if they do get him, that's the first thing that's going to show up, and he knows that, and that's why he's scared of it. Surprised to see that in there with the tax bills. That's like the overseas, the connections. Well, that's, if they get them, it's going to show all the connections from overseas and all the connections with Russia. And that's why he's screaming and hollering. And God, what was it he was doing today with the NRA? Saying that they were plotting, what was that? Had a coup against him. Yeah. They had a coup against him. They'd had his ass out of there. Anyway, instead of everybody still working for him that knows better. Well, the challenge to them getting the taxes, there are some people fighting. We got the Knight of Swords here. And he's not fighting fair. They're using every dirty trick in the book. And this is like evil energy trying to stop this. Whoa, but look at this. This is beautiful. This is the outcome. So the outcome is yes. Yes. There her is. Little Nancy in this one. Yep, they're going to get him. Hopefully this in May. Hopefully in May. And the next one I was going to ask is, will Don Mcgahn come testify? Will he come testify this month like he's supposed to? This looks like that's causing shadows there. Let me move. Is Don Mcgahn going to come and testify? Well, right now he's not even sure what he's going to do. We got the hangman there. He damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. It's like, and he's known that for the last couple of weeks, and it's really getting to him. Let's see what's going on like right now. Oh, here we got Trump right down his ass. This is the devil being chained to the devil. He's almost afraid that if he goes in there and testifies, it's already, he's not working for them anymore. In fact, I just found out today that the president has even fired his firm from some stuff they were doing for him, which that should be, there's another law that he could go to jail for 10 years for that if he was a normal person. So, I'm wondering, I guess the weirdest feeling off this, I'm wondering if Don Mcgahn did go in there and testify, and some of the questions they might ask him, if he answered them truthfully, I'm thinking he might think it might just stir the whole, almost cause a civil war. So I'm thinking he's got a lot of information. This is my feeling why the devil popped up there. I think he's thinking, if I go testify, is it going to help, even help the United States, or is it going to cause so much more chaos? But it's time for him to come through. It's time for somebody to start coming through. The challenge to that, yep, is it could bring the whole government down almost. It could bring, there are so many people working with Trump against the law right now. He knows if he goes in there and tells the truth that it could just tumble everything down and cause a lot of chaos. So he's wondering, should I go in there? Even though he knows in his heart that sooner or later he's going to have to go in there. Some of this is going to come out. It's going to come out through him and it'll come out through somebody else. And he knows he's got all this avarice and greed and demonic energy, other people that are chained to Trump. And here's the people chained to the devil. That's going to come, all this stuff's going to come out if he does it. But what's blocking him, why he's having trouble making up his mind, is he's worried about causing chaos. He's worried, he's got enough information to maybe just cause everything to flip the other way. And I think he's worried about it, down to even maybe having trouble in the streets. I think he's worried about it. Well, let's see what the outcome is. Is he going to testify? The 2 of coins. He doesn't know yet. He's not even sure what he's going to do. Let's see. Let's pull some clarifiers since he doesn't seem to even know what he's doing. I'm just going to pull one out here and see if it doesn't give us more information on this. Got the Tower again. And the Tower in this deck is really strong. And I don't feel like he's so worried about burning his own tower down. I think he knows he's already in it no matter which way he goes. I think he's worried about what it might, the disruption that's going to cause all over our government. Probably make Congress have to go through with impeachment if they did. Anyway, there's some strong stuff going on there. Let's pull one more here. Yeah. That's what it is. He's afraid if he goes in there and they start asking, the card's out of the way here, and they start asking him questions and he keeps answering them truthfully, that it will just burn the government down the way it is now, and it will definitely be the end of Trump's presidency. And right now he's wondering if he wants that to go down in history as the one that ended his presidency. But somebody's going to end this presidency one way or another in the next couple of years. But it'd be nice if they could get him out of there before he does any more harm. They think that burning the government down wouldn't be, maybe he's worried about starting a civil war. I don't know. But it's going to be the end of the Trump presidency if he goes in there and testifies and answers all the questions they're going to ask him. And he knows that. And the next one across is, will William Barr be able to stop the Southern District of New York? Is he going to be able to stop those investigations going on there? Is William Barr going to be able to stop the investigations going on in the Southern District of New York? And I'm being told to cut the cards for some reason, so I'm going to cut them. I don't usually do that when I'm doing this type of reading. So right now, the people that are in charge of this investigation, and you've got the Ace of Cups here, the people that are in charge of it right now are pretty sure that they've got things set up where it's not going to be easy for him to stop it. So they're pretty sure that they're going to be able to carry this justice out. At least they were up till yesterday. But the next one, what's going on today, we got the Page of Swords. So they've even gotten information just very, very recently that there's some sneaky business going on to try to cut these investigations off in New York. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Maybe somebody leaking from one side or the other, leaking information. Let's see what the challenge is for that. Is a Fool. And this is supposed to be about Will and William Barr. I think if he thinks he can stop him, just upright stop him and not get his ass in jail before it's all through, I think he's being the fool. I know he's just like Donald Trump. He thinks he's got total power over everything and they don't have to answer to nothing. Whoa. And there's a woman judge in charge of that. A woman, is it the main prosecutor or what? And this, I would say from looking at these, no. The outcome, she's going to win. She's going to win. And the next, Kristen Nielsen. Is she going to come in and testify? Is Kristen Nielsen going to come in and testify? Kristen Nielsen going to come in and testify? Well, it keeps leaving this card out, so I'll put it up. Another page. Somebody's trying to stop her right now. Somebody's already gotten a hold of her and telling her if she's getting any subpoenas or anything that she's not supposed to go. So they're already working on her. This is sneaky business, this card is, that particular page. Somebody's offering her some money even if it has to come to that not to testify. They don't want her going in there. They want her to turn it down and fight it like the rest of them. But she's taking a really good look at herself and the rest of the world right now. And she's just kind of tired of this whole, all this bullshit. She's just really tired of it because I know all of us think she's horrible because she did the cage deal with the children. But there was more too involved. And Trump just kept crapping on her all over. And she's thinking right now at this time, though, if they call me in there, I'm going to go. That's what's going through her head. I'm going to go no matter what because the world needs to know what's going on. And make sure that that's still going. The challenge to this is she's afraid that the Republican Party is going to be really upset with her. That's the challenge to it. But let's see what the outcome is. Well, I pulled two of them. The outcome is that she does a lot of thinking about it, and then she decides to go. So yeah, she is going to end up going. It looks like there might be a little delay. She may not get in there this month, but she is going to end up going. And what I want to ask across the bottom, because I said these were for May, I want to do 4 more cards and see if this is going to happen in May. I'm thinking, of course I've been thinking this for the last 2 years, we all have, but I'm thinking that this stuff's just going to start going so much faster, although it could have already be going faster if there wasn't 10 million things that come out every day that Trump's been cheating and lying to everybody on. It would have been done already. So let's see if this is going to happen in May. Well, we got the Queen of Swords. Nancy Pelosi's hoping it's going to happen in May. It's the female judge. This is not Nancy Pelosi. This is the female prosecutor in the Southern District of New York. They're planning on it happening in May. And they're planning on bringing out a bunch of stuff about Trump's finances in May. And this is from the Southern District of New York, some of it. But there's going to be a lot of stuff. It could just be the taxes. It could be whatever. So I'm saying, yeah, that this is saying, yeah, this could happen this month. It could definitely happen. They're still fighting on getting all this unredacted Mueller report. There's still a challenge going on there. And the outcome, oh, this is beautiful, is the Five of Cups. I mean, not the, yeah, is it the five? Yeah. And in this particular deck, that's the destitute king. The king that everything's gone wrong for. So I would say, yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to happen in May. I'm not even going to have to draw a clarifier on that. So it looks, these cards turned out really good. I hope this thing's been going. It has. How about that? I got lucky. Every once in a while I turn it up or down and end up turning it off. And then I have to shuffle the cards and start all over. I'm not really easy about this stuff. And if anybody'd like a personal reading, you can call me, write me at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. lynntarotreadings@gmail.com, and I'll set it up, and we'll do a FaceTime where you can see the cards. And so I want to thank everybody that's watched. I want to thank everybody, all my new subscribers, and I love comments, and just, oh, thank you all so much. Bye-bye now.